You've probably heard a lot about chewing on a certain spice that can help reduce nighttime urination and help you sleep through the night. But here's what most people don't tell you. Not all spices are as advertised, and choosing the wrong one can actually cause side effects or even be dangerous to your health. Follow me closely, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which spices can help support bladder health, which ones you should avoid, and most importantly, how to use this method safely as part of a comprehensive plan that includes proper medical care. Before we get started, I want to ask where you're watching from and what time is it. Leave a comment below. If you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe. Now, let me share the spice that has quietly helped many older adults find relief from exhausting nighttime bathroom trips. That spice is cinnamon, specifically Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. Understanding this difference is not just a detail. It is essential for your safety. For thousands of years, healers across India, China, and the Middle East used cinnamon to support digestion, reduce inflammation, and promote overall wellness. These practices were built on centuries of careful observation and trial, passed down through generations. Today, you can walk into almost any grocery store in the United States or India and find cinnamon sticks, finely ground powder, or even capsules for just a few dollars. It feels like an everyday kitchen spice, but in reality, it carries powerful biological effects that modern science is finally beginning to confirm. The first thing you need to know is that two main types of cinnamon exist: Ceylon and Cassia. Most stores in America and Asia sell Cassia because it is cheaper to grow and has a stronger flavor. But here lies a critical problem. Cassia contains much higher levels of a compound called coumarin, and when consumed daily, coumarin can damage your liver over time. A 2010 study published in the journal Molecular Nutrition and Food Research highlighted that coumarin in Cassia cinnamon, even in moderate amounts, could exceed the daily safety threshold set by the European Food Safety Authority. By contrast, Ceylon cinnamon has very low levels of coumarin, making it far safer for long-term use. That is why health experts recommend choosing Ceylon whenever possible, especially for seniors who may already have age-related liver stress. So how does cinnamon connect to nighttime urination? Several gentle mechanisms work inside your body. First, cinnamon has strong natural anti-inflammatory properties. Research from the University of Michigan found that cinnamon extracts reduced inflammatory markers in the bladder and urinary tract tissues. As we age, low-grade chronic inflammation makes the bladder lining more sensitive and reactive, causing frequent urges to urinate. By reducing that irritation over a period of weeks, cinnamon helps calm those signals, giving you more uninterrupted sleep. Another important pathway is blood sugar control. When your blood sugar runs high, the kidneys work harder to filter excess glucose, which leads to increased urine production. This explains why many seniors with undiagnosed prediabetes or type 2 diabetes wake up multiple times at night. Multiple human trials support cinnamon's role in improving glucose metabolism. For example, a study at Wageningen University in the Netherlands showed that just 2 grams of cinnamon daily helped stabilize blood sugar levels in adults with impaired glucose tolerance. In another trial conducted at Kansas State University, participants with type 2 diabetes who took cinnamon supplements saw significant improvements in fasting blood sugar within 12 weeks. Lowering those sugar spikes means your kidneys are under less pressure, and your bladder fills less quickly while you sleep. Cinnamon also appears to support circulation and kidney health. Better circulation reduces fluid pooling in the legs during the day, so less fluid shifts into the bladder when you lie down at night. A paper from the University of Toronto reported that cinnamon's antioxidant compounds helped improve endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to expand and contract smoothly. This is not only good for the heart, but also for fluid balance throughout the body. But I want to be very clear about expectations. Cinnamon is not a prescription drug, and it will not stop nighttime urination overnight. It is a gentle, supportive aid that works gradually, usually over 3 to 6 weeks, and it works best when combined with other healthy habits like reducing evening fluid intake, elevating your legs before bed, and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Finally, one critical safety reminder. You must talk with your doctor before adding cinnamon in supplement form, especially if you already take diabetes medications or blood thinners such as warfarin. Cinnamon can enhance the effects of these drugs, and in some cases, doses may need to be adjusted. This is not optional. Your safety depends on making sure your healthcare provider knows exactly what you are using. So, while it may seem like a simple kitchen spice, true Ceylon cinnamon carries centuries of tradition and growing scientific validation. When used wisely and safely, it can quietly help reduce the exhausting bathroom trips that robs so many older adults of deep restorative sleep. The right way to use cinnamon for better sleep and bladder health. Understanding which type of cinnamon to choose and how much to use makes all the difference between seeing results and wasting your time. Remember, we are talking specifically about Ceylon cinnamon, not the cassia variety found in most American grocery stores. Ceylon comes primarily from Sri Lanka and has a lighter, sweeter flavor with far less coumarin, the compound that can stress your liver over time. The recommended daily amount is modest, half to 1 teaspoon, which equals about 1 to 2 grams. This might seem like a small amount, but research from institutions like the University of California, Davis, and studies published in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics suggest this range is sufficient to support blood sugar regulation without risking side effects. Start with half a teaspoon for the first week to see how your body responds. Timing matters enormously here. Take your cinnamon in the morning with breakfast or in your first beverage of the day. Never take it late in the afternoon or evening, as this defeats the purpose of reducing nighttime urination. Your body needs time to process and utilize the compounds during your active daytime hours. You will find Ceylon cinnamon in several forms at health food stores, Indian grocery markets, or online retailers. Ground powder works well for most people and can be stored in an airtight container in a cool, dark place for up to 6 months. Cinnamon sticks last even longer and can be simmered in water to make tea. Capsules offer convenience if you dislike the taste or have trouble with powders. Always check labels carefully for the words Ceylon or true cinnamon, and consider organic varieties when possible to avoid pesticide residues. Set realistic expectations from the beginning. You will not notice changes overnight or even in the first week. Most people begin experiencing subtle improvements after 3 to 4 weeks of consistent daily use, with more noticeable results appearing around the 6-week mark. Consistency truly is everything here. Missing days or using cinnamon sporadically will not produce the gentle cumulative benefits we are looking for. Now, let me share several simple ways to incorporate this into your daily routine without it feeling like a chore. If you are a coffee drinker, stir half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon powder directly into your morning cup. The flavors blend beautifully, and you barely notice the addition after a few days. For tea lovers, place a 3-inch cinnamon stick in your cup and pour hot water over it, letting it steep for at least 10 minutes before drinking. Many seniors enjoy warm milk in the morning, and you can create what some call golden milk by heating 8 ounces of milk with half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder and a small pinch of turmeric. This traditional drink has roots in both Indian and American folk medicine. If you prefer cold beverages, blend cinnamon into your morning protein shake or smoothie, along with banana and a handful of berries. For those who eat breakfast regularly, the options multiply. Sprinkle cinnamon generously over your morning oatmeal, along with sliced banana, or a handful of blueberries. Stir it into Greek yogurt with fresh fruit. Mix it into overnight oats that you prepare the night before. Even something as simple as whole grain toast with almond butter becomes more therapeutic with a light dusting of cinnamon on top. If you come from an Indian background, you likely grew up drinking chai, and adding a small cinnamon stick to your morning chai preparation feels completely natural. For American seniors who prefer their coffee ritual, simply keeping a small jar of Ceylon cinnamon beside the coffee maker creates an easy reminder to add it each morning. The key is making this feel like a pleasant part of your morning rather than another medication to remember. Choose the method that fits most naturally into the routine you already have, and stick with it every single day for at least 6 weeks before deciding whether it helps. Margaret, a 69-year-old woman from Scottsdale, Arizona. For 2 long years, Margaret woke up 3 to 4 times every single night, needing to use the bathroom. She felt exhausted during the day, unable to enjoy her garden or play with her grandchildren without feeling foggy and worn down. Her doctor had checked for infections and other medical issues, finding nothing seriously wrong, but the nighttime interruptions continued, stealing her rest and her joy. Margaret felt trapped in a cycle where she dreaded going to bed because she knew her sleep would be broken repeatedly. Then she learned about Ceylon cinnamon and decided to try adding just half a teaspoon to her morning coffee each day. She also moved her dinner time from 8 in the evening to 6, giving her body more time to process fluids before bed. The first week brought no change, and neither did the second, but Margaret stayed consistent. Around week 3, she noticed something subtle. The urgent feeling that usually woke her seemed less intense. By week 6, she was only waking once per night, and some nights she slept straight through until morning. The exhaustion lifted gradually, and she found herself back in her garden, planting tomatoes and playing hide-and-seek with her grandchildren again. Margaret did not experience a miracle. She experienced the gentle cumulative effect of a simple daily habit combined with smarter timing around meals. Cinnamon's secret gift: protecting your heart and brain as you age. Up to this point, we've focused on how cinnamon supports bladder health and reduces nighttime bathroom trips. But there is another benefit that deserves equal attention: its powerful effects on the brain, memory, and overall cognitive function. For many older adults, one of the greatest fears is not just losing sleep, but losing mental sharpness. This is where Ceylon cinnamon offers surprising support. Cinnamon contains 2 unique compounds, cinnamaldehyde and epicatechin, that act directly on brain signaling pathways. Researchers at the University of California, Santa Barbara discovered that these compounds may help block the buildup of tau protein tangles, one of the main drivers of Alzheimer's disease. While this research is still in its early stages, the findings are exciting because they point to a simple kitchen spice having protective effects against age-related memory decline. Beyond its impact on Alzheimer's mechanisms, cinnamon has been shown to improve memory and learning in more everyday ways. A controlled trial at Northumbria University in the UK found that participants who consumed cinnamon before memory tests performed significantly better on tasks requiring attention and recall. The aroma alone seemed to stimulate brain activity, which explains why even smelling cinnamon in your kitchen may give you a short-term mental boost. For seniors in both America and India, this can make a real difference. Imagine sitting with your grandchildren and remembering stories from decades ago with clarity, or feeling less foggy during your morning crossword puzzle. Small improvements in mental energy translate into stronger independence and more confidence in daily life. Cinnamon also supports brain health indirectly through its ability to regulate blood sugar and circulation. High blood sugar is linked not only to diabetes, but also to faster cognitive decline. A large study at Rush University Medical Center in Chicago found that seniors with poorly controlled blood sugar were nearly twice as likely to develop dementia. By keeping blood sugar stable, cinnamon helps protect your brain from this silent damage. Improved circulation also ensures that oxygen and nutrients reach your brain cells, keeping them healthier and more resilient. Some traditional systems of medicine recognize this long before modern science. In Ayurveda, cinnamon was considered a warming spice that awakens the mind and clears sluggishness. In traditional Chinese medicine, it was used in formulas to support alertness and circulation, especially in older adults. These ancient observations now align with what neuroscience is beginning to confirm. The practical application is simple. By taking half to 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon daily, you are not only helping your bladder and sleep, but also giving your brain a protective edge. And because the changes happen gradually, the key is consistency, making it part of your daily morning ritual. So the next time you stir cinnamon into your coffee, tea, or oatmeal, remember this: you are not just enjoying a flavor, you are actively supporting both your memory and your independence. That is a benefit worth celebrating at any age. When to see a doctor. Critical warning signs. While natural approaches like cinnamon can support bladder health for many people, I need to be completely honest with you about something important. Some symptoms require immediate medical evaluation, and delaying professional care can turn a manageable condition into a serious health crisis. Please do not ignore warning signs hoping they will resolve on their own. Let me be very direct about when you need to contact your doctor right away, or even go to the emergency room. If you see blood in your urine, whether it appears pink, bright red, or dark like cola, call your doctor that same day. Blood in urine can signal anything from a simple infection to kidney stones to more serious conditions that need prompt diagnosis. Severe pain or intense burning when you urinate is not something to wait out. Neither is fever above 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit combined with urinary changes. These symptoms together often mean infection, and in seniors, urinary tract infections can become dangerous quickly, sometimes leading to confusion, falls, or even sepsis if left untreated. If you suddenly cannot urinate at all, despite feeling the urge, this constitutes a medical emergency requiring immediate attention. The same applies to severe lower abdominal pain or sharp back pain that does not ease with position changes. Sudden onset of extremely frequent urination, such as needing the bathroom every 30 minutes, also warrants a same-day call to your healthcare provider. Watch for unintentional weight loss combined with increased thirst and nighttime urination. This pattern strongly suggests undiagnosed or poorly controlled diabetes. Extreme nighttime thirst, where you wake repeatedly just to drink water, not to urinate, can indicate diabetes or other metabolic problems. Leg swelling that worsens over days or weeks, especially if accompanied by shortness of breath, may signal heart or kidney issues. Pay attention to mental changes too. Confusion or unusual behavior combined with urinary symptoms can mean a serious infection affecting your brain function, particularly common in older adults. A weak urine stream, difficulty starting urination, or the persistent feeling your bladder never empties completely. All deserve medical evaluation. Several underlying conditions commonly cause nighttime urination in seniors and require proper diagnosis. Urinary tract infections strike older adults frequently and need antibiotic treatment. Enlarged prostate in men, called benign prostatic hyperplasia, often worsens gradually and may need medication or procedures. Type 2 diabetes or prediabetes frequently announce themselves through increased urination before other symptoms appear. Congestive heart failure causes fluid to accumulate during the day and shift to your bladder at night. Chronic kidney disease, bladder stones or tumors, and overactive bladder syndrome all need specific treatments. Even sleep apnea, where breathing stops repeatedly during sleep, can trigger nighttime urination through complex hormonal mechanisms. Remember, too, that many medications cause increased urination as a side effect. Diuretics for blood pressure or heart conditions, certain diabetes drugs, and even some antidepressants can contribute to the problem. Never stop prescribed medications without consulting your doctor, but do ask whether adjusting timing or dosage might help. We've covered a lot together today, and I want the key points to stay with you. Ceylon cinnamon, just half to 1 teaspoon each morning with breakfast or coffee, supports blood sugar balance and reduces inflammation that can irritate the bladder. It works gradually over 3 to 6 weeks, so patience is essential. But cinnamon alone is not the whole answer. Pair it with smart fluid timing. Drink most of your water before mid-afternoon and cut back in the evening. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and citrus late in the day, and add simple pelvic floor exercises to strengthen your bladder control. And please, talk with your healthcare provider before starting, especially if you take diabetes medications or blood thinners. Set realistic expectations. For some, nighttime bathroom trips may fall from 3 or 4 down to 1 or 2. A few people even sleep through the night, but results vary. Aging should not mean surrendering your sleep. Now I'd love to hear from you. Will you try adding Ceylon cinnamon to your morning routine? Leave a comment with your city, like this video, and subscribe so you never miss our next senior health tip.